Yo. Hola, hola. Let's do some title changing. We just have this old story to do. Can't do that last part. All right, let's get the show on the road. La 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 la.
Time for the next fight.
Where were we? Prison break. All right, yeah. The wolf, the big wolf in the prison break.
Seriously? When is this war dance going to start? The Sky Splitter has been hovering there for ages. When can we board and see what's inside?
Is this how long-life species live? Everything proceeds so slowly. The effectiveness of anticipation in my emotional center is at an all-time high. Oh, I need to drink some coolant.
Some coolant.
Relax. The Realm Keeping Commission will send boarding notices. Sky Splitter will fire a salute before the ceremony starts.
I saw the schedule for the first day of the tournament. Can you believe the Ringmaster accepted 4 challenges? And he's just a kid. So, who are you betting on, Bardo?
I'm betting on neither. I lost all my credits betting on Roboball games in Taikian. This time, I've decided not to rely on probability games to accomplish my target of getting rich.
War dance. Here you are.
What's up?
I heard you and Mr. Dan Heng went to meet the judges, and then a riot broke out in the shackling prison. I was so worried about you. Thank goodness you both made it out safe.
It's just because of what happened.
There was a revolt in the shackling prison. Fortunately, we were protected by the guards until the Cloud Knights arrived to rescue us.
What's your plan now?
The Borisin traveled all the way here to infiltrate the laofu, and attempt to rescue their leader with a crafty scheme. This is completely unlike them. To be honest, it reminds me of what the disciples of Sanctus Medicus did during the Ambrosial Arbor crisis. At present, all 3 generals are on guard, and taking action to hunt down the fugitives, and the mastermind behind it all, in order to prevent further trouble. However, if these Borisin can disguise themselves as Foxians, Where do we even begin to search for them?
Those torso they are talking about you.
Yeah, I heard them too. But I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint them. I've already reported to General Jing Yuan that I'll give up my role as the ringmaster.
Damn. You're not gonna defend the ring?
The security of the laofu is more important to me than anything else. I need to fulfill my duties as a Cloud Knight Lieutenant before taking on the honor of being a ringmaster. Those tourists just want to see some good sword fights. Anyone can participate in this kind of tournament. Doesn't have to be me. The real challenge lies beyond the ring on the Sky Splitter. If we don't capture the fugitives soon, Hule will wreak havoc. Obviously, there's someone behind the scenes orchestrating this prison break, intending to spread chaos. If we fail to thwart their evil plan, what honor will be left for us to uphold?
Well said.
Well said.
You may be tiny in stature, but your ambition matches
Fei
that
Zhao.
of the Yao Qing's warriors.
Hey, this has nothing to do with my height.
What brings you here?
Yes, I suggested to Yanqing that we find a place to have a decent meal. A hunter must be well fed before the hunt.
You still have a good appetite, even in the face of disaster. You truly are the Merlin's Claw. Please finish the food quickly so we can get to work, General Fei Zhao.
Well, that's not up to me. Dig in. I called you here so you could enjoy the food.
Me? This isn't the time for a leisurely meal, and
She wants him to
this
grow.
is way too much for me.
Oh. You'd give me time to enjoy a meal, but not yourself? Ever since you encountered those Borisin spies, you've been so busy that you've hardly eaten anything. You can't defeat Hule on an empty stomach. Take your time. Enjoy the meal and calm yourself.
Hule's whereabouts are still unknown, and they've even taken Mr. Zhao Cho hostage. The longer we wait, the more complicated the situation becomes.
Zhao Cho always said I'm the most impatient person among the Cloud Knights, and I can't argue with that. So, there's no reason for you to be more anxious than me. I've fought against Borisin abominations for years, and I know their ferocity and cunning well. The Borisin were clearly well prepared for this prison break, and now they are staying in the shadows. They have no reason to rush out into the open. When facing cunning and ferocious prey, the hunter must be more patient, biding their time to seize the golden chance for a decisive blow. Once Hule loses his patience and reveals himself, that's when we'll strike.
But when will that time come?
Like I said, it's only one meal away.
1 meal away. After the shackling prison break in the Sea of Design Foresight.
General Hua Yan, the Skyfaring Commission has finished its preparations. Do you have any other instructions?
Representing the consensus between the Merlin's Claw and the Divine Foresight, I'll step in as the temporary commanding officer of the seat of Divine Foresight and oversee the 6 Commission's affairs on the laofu.
What is the situation at the shackling prison?
Hule made a quick escape and even sealed the gates of the prison. As of now, the Cloud Knights have re-established contact with the staff inside. The good news is the 2 Nameless who were trapped in the shackling prison are safe and sound.
I know I shouldn't use the word great given the current situation, but I'm relieved that she and Don Hung are safe.
We've lost contact with one of the messengers from the Xianzhou Yaoqing. The Borisin have likely taken him hostage. Don't worry, Yuko. Fei Zhao is leading the wolf hunt operation, and you know how capable she is.
I have no doubt about General Fei Xiao's capabilities, General Huaiyan. I'm more concerned about the Wardens. According to the plan, the ceremony will begin in 6 hours. The Sky Splitter will be activated, and all visitors will board the ship to watch the contest. But now, with Hulei's whereabouts unknown, everything is filled with uncertainty.
Should the war dance really be held as scheduled?
March is right, Grandpa. I heard the escaped prisoner from the shackling prison is beyond formidable. In case anything goes wrong.
So, Yun-Li, what do you think we should do?
Well, I believe we should declare martial law and allocate manpower to search for the escaped prisoners. And as for the war dance, it's better to announce an indefinite delay for now.
Your plan sounds solid, but unfortunately solid plans rarely get a chance to be implemented. I believe there are at least 2 parties who won't accept your approach.
Which 2 parties?
The first are the many travelers who have come all the way here for the war dance. If we declare martial law now, it's like declaring that the laofu isn't safe. How do you think the outsiders would react? They'd be terrified, and chaos might ensue. The second party is the staff of the Xianzhou Laofu's 6 commissions. They've invested a lot of resources and manpower into organizing the war dance. Suddenly suspending it indefinitely would create numerous challenges for them. But of course, not everyone disagrees with your idea.
Really?
The mastermind behind this incident would fully support your opinion, presumably. Hulei's escape and your discovery of Borisin's spies at Stargazer Navalia. Even a child could guess that these events were orchestrated. The fugitive is just one piece in the game.
One piece.
One controlling the pieces wants to spread chaos and suspicion among the people on the laofu. If we declare martial law and postpone the war dance, we'll fall into their trap and instill fear in people even before Hulei actually does anything.
So what do we do?
We'll search for the prisoners while maintaining order on the laofu, acting as if nothing has happened.
As if nothing has happened? Yan Qing said he'd assist the generals, and now he's nowhere to be found. With the host ringmaster gone, how are we supposed to act like nothing has happened?
That's why I called the 2 of you here.
You suggesting that I take Yang Qing's place? Probably Huaiyin.
Of course I'll do my part, but not on the Sky Splitter.
Oops, so it's Yun-Li.
General Huaiyan, are you asking me to take Yan Qing's place as the ringmaster?
You caught on quickly, Miss March. That's exactly what I mean.
Ooh.
Miss March is a guest invited by General Jing Yuan, Grandpa. How can an outsider represent the laofu in the ring? It will make the Xianzhou laofu a laughingstock.
Dear child, the nameless of the Astral Express are renowned throughout the cosmos. It's an honor to have them participate in the ceremony.
That's
Plus, Miss March is a disciple of the little Cloud Knight Lieutenant. How can she be regarded as an outsider? We can't afford to have any problems during the war dance. I'm entrusting you not only with the honor of the ring, but also with the security of the Sky Splitter. Yukong, please explain to them the rest of the arrangements.
I am sorry for our improper management, and I truly appreciate your assistance, General.
There is no need to apologize. We Cloud Knights fight on the battlefield while you judges punish the criminals. We are two sides of the same Xianzhou laofu, and it is my honor to serve the Ten Lords' commission. I've grasped the situation of the prison break. Now tell me more about the current state of the shackling prison.
Borison infiltrated the prison in disguise and released the prisoners, spreading chaos. Among the judges on duty in the 4 divisions, Judge Shui from the detention division was killed and is temporarily unavailable. So, I'm taking over her duties and commanding Arumaton spectral envoys and spiritfarers to quickly restore order in the affected areas.
I, and the 2 behind me, will go deeper into the prison to investigate.
But, General, the situation inside is still chaotic and perilous. Your presence would be...
It's common for Cloud Knight generals to face danger directly. Hule has escaped, and the Yaoqing envoy is being held hostage by the Borison. His fate is unknown. This is a grave matter. Not only did the Merlin's Claw offer no reproach, she decided to go after Hule herself to prevent further calamity. I believe the laofu owes her something in return for her fervent determination. How did the infiltrators learn about the location where Hule was held? And how did they time their plan just before the Yaoqing messengers were ready to escort him?
Yeah, they're not that
Finding
smart,
the
right?
answer to these questions
He's a
shouldn't be too
mastermind.
difficult. What truly matters is if we can gather the clues that lead us to the mastermind behind all of this.
I understand, but I'm afraid it won't be an easy task.
For a long time, this hidden force has been pursuing their own goals and undermining the security of the laofu. Backing down now will only encourage them to further endanger the peace here.
The Ten Lords Commission will support your decision with everything we have, General.
Dan Heng and Ling Sha.
Dan Heng.
I'll need both of you to accompany me on this challenging journey.
Well, it's part of my responsibilities as the Cauldron Master. So, where would you like to start, General?
Let's start with those Borison disguised as Foxians.
My people have already prepared the evidence.
Investigate. I am Ling Sha.
Incense ascends, entwined with ethereal clouds.
Go.
According to Lieutenant Yenqing's report, he stumbled upon a few suspicious Foxians at Stargazer Navalia. After following them, he discovered that they were actually Borison in disguise. This is one of the bodies.
Looking at him now, it's hard to imagine how he transformed into a Foxian.
My alchemists detected some complex ingredients in his remains, which might explain how these Borison were able to disguise themselves as Foxians. Simply put, Foxians and Borison share a common ancestry. Although they look completely different now, there isn't much genetic difference between them. This medicine allows Borison to temporarily change their shape into that of Foxians.
So, in other words, if they stop taking the medicine, their true form will soon be revealed?
Right.
Indeed. This means that these Borison have a steady supply of the medicine within the laofu.
Yeah.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Looks like the Alchemy Commission is involved once again. When I was sorting through the prescriptions they used, I came across one called Semblance Reversion Essence. It's designed to help those disciples suppress signs of their Mara-struck forms and maintain their normal appearance. When I compared it to the medicine found in the Borison's body...
They're one and the same, aren't they?
The medicinal properties and ingredients may differ, but the principle remains the same.
Since ancient times, the Borison have always sought to have more powerful bodies, regarding the Foxians as weaklings. Yet, In order to save their warhead, they were willing to disguise themselves as Foxians. Their determination is quite remarkable.
If these infiltrators rely on the medicine to maintain their disguise, then following this lead in our investigation seems prudent. Please follow me. Here we are. According to the judge, this area is not yet under control, so we should proceed cautiously. I've captured the nature of the medicine in my sensor. By following the medicinal fumes, we should be able to retrace the steps of the disguised Orison.
Investigate the suspicious clues along the escape route. Route? Oh, what the? Wow.
Too slow. Time to cleanse the filth.
Watch your head.
Forever. Triumph! Victory is inevitable! Never hesitate! That won't do. Be of pure body and mind. The fearless knows not fear. All in. Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable! Get it together.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Time to cleanse the filth. Never hesitate!
Forever wide open. So, where are the clues? Oh, I know what to do. Okay, so I go here. And then here, easy. Wait, what? Reset. I thought this would be easy. Oh. Can I take it off? No. Oh, I'm dumb. I get it. Oh my god. Here. I'm so dumb. Nobody saw that, so it's okay. Oh? What's that? What's wrong? suddenly feel really mentally challenged. So what are the suspicious clues anyway? Switch down? Prison guard is collapsed on the ground, her body twisted unnaturally. Examine the remains of the warden.
Incredible strength. The attacker shattered this warden's bones with a single blow.
Jesus.
Such brute strength is not something an ordinary Borisin possesses. This is likely the work of Hule.
Hule.
If I may be so bold to ask, is this Borisin truly that formidable?
Well,
I
just
have
saw
lived a
the
bit
body.
longer and engaged in a few more battles than you, Miss Ling Shaw. To the Alliance, Borisin have always been the most formidable adversaries. And Hule is a monster feared even among his own kind. With his strength, Hule united numerous Borisin packs, forming a grand army of abominations of abundance. They constantly push the Alliance's armies into perilous positions. Over 7 centuries ago, I followed my mentor on a campaign against the abominations. And I personally witnessed the devastation on the battlefield after Hule appeared.
Hule.
Even with medicinal pellets that suppress the fear caused by his lupitoxin, countless Cloud Knights succumbed to panic in the face of his murderous aura. They couldn't even raise a hand in resistance. If the former sword champion hadn't immobilized Hule with her Frostblade, the outcome of that fateful battle could have been very different. By the end of the battle, only a few of us remained. The crimson moon cast the sheen of blood on all. Everything I saw was painted dark red.
If that's the case, why wasn't the beast executed instead of being imprisoned?
He can't die.
On the Xianzhou Juming, the judges cast those unforgivable and nearly immortal abominations of abundance into the eternal flames of the stars, reducing them to ashes. Their so-called immortality is just a facade. I mean, nothing can truly defy death, can it? I just don't understand why the laofu kept this tumor for so long, leading to the terrible situation we're facing now. But I guess I understand. The people of the laofu are known for their kindness. Even when faced with the malignant tumor within the Alchemy Commission, they couldn't bring themselves to cut it out. Instead, they exiled the healer, who tried to solve the problem, to the Xianzhou Juming.
Juming.
I understand if you hold grudges against me, Miss Ling Shaw. I take the blame for the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. As for why Hule was only in prison, I can shed some light on that too.
I'm just a healer. I'm not familiar with the past. I'd appreciate it if you could enlighten me, General.
All right. Let me tell you more about it as we go.
Sure. Let me alone. You don't see me. He doesn't see me.
Did this Cloud Knight also take the medicine?
Lingsha peels open the Cloud Knight's armor and stretches out her hands to search for a moment.
No. This is a Borisin in disguise.
Oh.
A guard killed him before he could return to his original form.
Oh, just
All
stays
these
like that. Leave
Borisin
it
are
die.
dressed in official attire. Besides the Cloud Knight, there were also 2 Borisin disguised as members of the Skyfaring Commission and the Artisanship Commission. Whoever is providing them with official identities must hold a position of power. Let's search elsewhere.
Oh, hi. I see a chest over there. Oh, they're protecting it. Can I walk past? Let's go. I'm out of here.
Refreshed and invigorated.
What do we have now? Prison is on the ground, the joy of regaining freedom, and shut in shock. These 2 expressions are frozen in his pale face at the moment of death.
Someone bit open his arteries and drained almost all of his blood while he was still alive.
That's...
Such a cruel and ruthless act.
That is pretty...
Despite being a long-lived species, Borisin are actually more like predatory beasts that must feed on raw blood and flesh. I've heard that Hule was deprived of food and water in the shackling prison. It's hard to imagine how he managed to suppress his hunger for over 7 centuries. Will the hostage from the Yaoqing be able to avoid being his meal?
Such is the terrible nature of the abominations of abundance. We subjected him to the Forest of Swords to drain his life force. But in the end, his punishment turned into a test of our patience. Just like you said, Miss Linshaw. Casting a creature that can't be killed into a star would be a way to permanently get rid of it. But unfortunately...
The Foxians didn't agree to that.
Exactly. The atrocities committed by Hule went beyond mere massacres. Throughout numerous wars, we made every effort to eradicate the Borisin. But Hule, with his mysterious sorcery, turned countless Foxians into his pawns. And so the Borisin kept returning. The Foxians curse his name day and night, and they even use it to scare children into staying quiet. How could they grant a swift death to such a great sinner? I wonder if you know why Hule wasn't taken into custody by the Foxian majority Xianzhou Yaoqing, but instead imprisoned in the Xianzhou laofu, Miss Linshaw.
As you mentioned, your mentor was an exceptional warrior and was the one who defeated Hule, an extraordinary achievement. Therefore, the Marshal placed this feral beast under the jurisdiction of the Xianzhou laofu as an honor, I assume?
It seems you have a major misunderstanding about this arrangement, Miss Linshaw. Allow me to explain it to you.
Ba-boom, ba-boom, boom, ba-boom, 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 boom. Swirlies. Should we be going down here? I guess we're not fighting Hule if Fei Zhao is. Wolf-shaped mech.
Yanqing told me that an IPC ship was attacked by Borisin. Is this what they were transporting on the ship?
There's some collusion for sure. Why are they transporting wolf-like mechs? It's way too convenient.
Yes. The Artisanship Commission and Alchemy Commission conducted a joint examination and found that parts of this machine are made from specially refined Borisin biotissue. I heard the Intelligentsia Guild has been researching the biological properties of long-life species, hoping to make medical or combat-related discoveries. However, they haven't dared to cross any lines due to their so-called relationship with the Alliance.
Oh, and they don't have any relationship with the Borisons, so they do
Borisin
their
are no
own
different
Borisin?
from lab animals. Maybe the Borisin attacked that ship to retaliate against the Intelligentsia Guild for experimenting on them?
Makes sense, no?
No. If it were only about revenge, they could just wreck the ship and destroy all the cargo, instead of allowing it to end up in the shackling prison. It was a deliberate display to showcase the dangerous nature of the cargo in broad daylight. This way, the cargo would end up in the shackling prison, serving as a tool for the prison break.
This skill in exploiting the blind spots of others' mindsets is so atypical of them.
Yeah, it's somebody... Definitely a
I'm afraid the
mastermind.
IPC and the Intelligentsia Guild unknowingly became their accomplices.
Something seems to be hiding in a pile of metal on the ground, ready to move. Oh? The pilot?
Watch out! This thing is still alive!
Oh.
Even after suffering such severe attacks?
Their imitation of long-life species has crossed the line. Everything in this world is bleeding. Oh. Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable! The fearless knows not fear.
Damn.
Too close. Right! Investing in victory means playing the long game! Be of your body and mind.
The giant machine goes silent, like a wounded beast drained of blood. It can no longer move.
You haven't answered my question about why Hulei was imprisoned in the laofu instead of the Yaoqing, General. You've been reserved in your response. Could it be that such an arrangement wasn't an honor?
The reason why the Marshal didn't leave Hulei on the Yaoqing lies in the very mech in front of us.
Are you suggesting that there are people trying to understand Hulei's secrets and use them for their own purposes? Just like with this mech? Well, I understand. I've heard that the Foxians on the Yaoqing share a bloodline with the Borisin. And just like the Borisin, some of the Foxians there experience an uncontrollable insanity called moon rage. The Marshal believed that this would be inhumane and no different from what the Borisin did, so...
Exactly. While Borisin see moon rage as a blessing that unlocks their true potential, Foxians see it as an inevitable curse within their bloodline. Countless healers of the Yaoqing have attempted to unravel this mystery, but to no avail. Why can Borisin control the power of moon rage? Can we Foxians break free from this curse? These questions were asked frequently. Each questioner had good intentions. But the road to catastrophe is paved with good intentions. To the Foxians of the Yaoqing, Hulei was not only the warhead of the Borisin, but also a monster that could be the subject of much research. Hulei thus became a poison that corrupted people's minds without their knowing.
That's why the Marshal decided to imprison Hulei and the laofu. It wasn't an honor, but rather a warning.
Because such selfish pursuits in the name of good intentions once led to a tragedy on the laofu that served as a warning to future generations.
The sedition of Imbibitor Lunae. By imprisoning Hulei and the Xianzhou laofu, the Marshal both suppressed the dangerous intentions of the Yaoqing Foxians and warn the Xianzhou Laofu to refrain from repeating its mistake.
That was a necessary trade-off. The Xianzhou alliance is not solely about the Xianzhou natives. Only when all three races, Foxian, Videodora, and Xianzhou natives, form an alliance, will there be a promising future for all.
Thank you for enlightening me. Was it for the same reason that you traded off my mentor to the Xianzhou Zhuming, only to stand idle and allow the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus?
You said that I couldn't bear to cut out the malignant tumor within the Alchemy Commission, but instead exiled the healer who tried to solve the problem to the Xianzhou Zhuming.
Zhuming.
But did your mentor tell you her good intentions led her to perform certain healing arts on Dan Heng, who had just finished his hatching rebirth, so that he would gain the memories of his past life?
What did you just say?
She believed that restoring the High Elder's knowledge of his past life would allow the Videodora to resume their duty as the guardians of the Ambrosial Arbor, quelling the strife within their clan and bringing everything back on the right path.
I can
But
see where
just
she's
as I
coming
mentioned
from.
earlier, the road to catastrophe is always paved with good intentions. Since then, the 6 charioteers decided that the Alchemy Commission would no longer have a cauldron master. Until your arrival now.
If that's the case, I should thank you for protecting my mentor by exiling her, General.
Quite the contrary. I should be the one thanking you.
Thanking me.
All I ever want is to have a clear conscience. However, can long-life species truly achieve that goal in their long-drawn lives? For example, you were implicated along with your mentor, and forced to leave your homeland without knowing the truth. And now, with the complicated situation in the Alchemy Commission, the Alliance has spared me a lot of trouble by sending you to handle this challenging task. Shouldn't I be thanking you instead?
Your eloquence is indeed impressive, the divine foresight. You won't even leave me any excuses to hold a grudge against you. But, let me make it clear. The Alliance sent me here to handle the business impartially, not to choose sides.
It doesn't matter which side you choose, Miss Lingshaw. At the end of the day, both you and I stand on the side of the Alliance, don't we? Let's keep going.
Let's keep going. A mess of bodies. A fierce battle but must have been fought here. Examine.
These Mara-struck soldiers don't appear to be escaped prisoners.
How can you tell?
These soldiers are fully armed. Obviously, they didn't hastily join the battle.
The messenger named Morza did say that there were 2 groups of attackers.
Morza.
And the other attackers, aside from the Borison, could hide their tracks. I believe he was referring to these people.
Hide their tracks?
Exactly. I've engaged with these attackers before, and they used Cloud Hymn magic to hide their presence. Without careful observation, no one can detect them.
You once warned me to be cautious of the Videodora Elder's influence within the Alchemy Commission. Could it be?
What's on your mind, Miss Lingshaw?
Well, it seems that someone provided the attackers with a map of the shackling prison. And considering the Videodora's involvement in the prison's construction, it raises suspicion about their role in this. Additionally, The fact that the Borison need medicine to disguise themselves would suggest that there are still moles within the Alchemy Commission assisting them covertly. Moreover, forging official identities for the undercover Borison would require someone with significant authority. And the presence of assassins capable of using Cloudhim magic deepens my suspicion about the Preceptors. But why would the Vidyadhara collude with the Borison and aid in Hulei's escape?
They aim to spread chaos. They believe that only in chaos can they regain their former power and influence. Since this edition of Imbibe de Lune, the once proud dragon race has been powerless, watching their influence wane. Being a native of the laofu, Miss Lingsha, I believe you understand the implications.
However, I don't think the Preceptors are the true masterminds. If I'm not mistaken, the one behind all this treachery is the Lord Ravager who exploited the weaknesses within the laofu and instigated the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, ultimately leading to the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection.
Ventilia.
Please remember, General, that everything I've mentioned is mere speculation. We need concrete evidence for a public trial. If you want to interrogate someone within the Vidyadhara's ranks, you'll need irrefutable proof.
So, what's your plan, Miss Lingsha?
I'll send an invitation to the Preceptors.
An invitation?
The Preceptors have been inviting me for a personal meeting since my arrival on the laofu. Now, I'll send them the remains of these Mara-struck soldiers and the route map I found in the prisoner's possession. Then, I'll ask them to meet me at Scale Gorge Waterscape. I'd like to hear their explanations.
Good idea. If I were to take action, it might alert the true mastermind. I trust you to handle this matter, Miss Lingsha. The internal affairs of the Vidyadhara should remain under their jurisdiction. And don't worry if things don't go smoothly. Once the wolf hunt operation is over, the hidden truths will come to light.
Speaking of the wolf hunt operation, I'm truly worried about the Yaoqing messenger who was taken hostage. Hulei was starving in the shackling prison for centuries. I don't know if the messenger can survive in that wolf's clutches.
Yeah, that is scary.
May Rainbow's blessing keep him safe.
At any moment, he'll just give in to his instincts. 2 dual hours before the war dance convenes.
As I said, I'm a healer. But my art of healing requires the culinary arts to be truly effective. The magic of my cauldron is its ability to make all kinds of medicines into dishes that patients can eat. When simmered and cooked together, any kind of medicinal herb or ingredient becomes a delightful delicacy.
Delicacy. But isn't that just one flavor overpowering the others?
Well, you have a point. Let me ask you this. If there's a fussy child who refuses to eat green peppers, what's the best way to make him eat them?
Come.
Stuff the kid's mouth with the green peppers and cook him alive in a pot.
What? Such a dumb answer.
You have quite the sense of humor. I've heard that you, Borison, have lost many of your taste buds during the self-modification process, so you can't experience complex flavors. Only the saltiness of blood and flesh truly awakens your appetite.
It's a shame I don't have any green peppers right now. Otherwise, I'd happily stuff them into your mouth and cook you alive in a pot.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. The answer is quite simple. Chop up the peppers and mix them with minced meat to make meatballs. This way, the flavor of the meat overpowers the taste of the peppers. And even a fussy child can enjoy them.
Can I just boil your tongue in this hot pot? I know you're trying to buy time until someone comes to your rescue. You said that Jin Liu recently returned to the laofu, right? Well, she did come back. But unfortunately, I also found out that she committed serious crimes and was escorted to another Xianzhou ship. Do you really think you can delay our departure by provoking Lord Hulei's desire for revenge with your clever little tongue? You see Borison as savages who know nothing about the Xianzhou, but in fact, we know all about your tracking tricks. Like the jade abacus you're carrying, and the side cranes in the sky.
This guy's voice acting.
The more hope you hold in your heart, the greater your pain will be when death comes. I wonder if you can maintain your composure when I tear your throat open.
His composure is only a temporary effect of the medicine. And it will wear off soon.
Is this
right?
Hule?
Lord Hule.
Oh, wow, Hule.
Oh, you pathetic Foxians. For thousands of years, we were the ones who allowed you to live, and who granted you civilization. But in the end, you chose to betray us for the freedom promised by the Xianzhou people. But it's all right. As long as you catch the scent of your masters, you obediently return to us. No matter how far you run away.
Oh, so Discord. I'll do that.
Hule. Have you ever wondered why it took them 7 centuries to come to your rescue?
Good one.
The Borison's era has long passed. Did they ever tell you these harsh facts before giving you hope for returning home, Lord Hule? Now they're being crushed by the Merlin's claw of the Yaoqing, by a Foxian. They're hiding in remote corners of the cosmos, trembling with fear like a wounded beast on its last legs, reaching out desperately for any fake hope of salvation, which in this case is you.
The Merlin's claw of the Yaoqing. A Foxian? Very interesting. Tell me, Moktok, is he speaking the truth?
He isn't lying. That lowly beast was a war slave who ran away from our pack. Cannon fodder, a thief! She stole our power and used her knowledge about us to fight us, using every dirty trick in the book!
And she bested you, Moktok. Fairness is but a pathetic excuse for the dead and defeated. Since our great pack has fallen apart, who told you that I was alive? And who sent you here?
Oh.
In our darkest hours, it was a prophet of the Master of Immortality, named Mangus.
Mangus.
Who showed us the way. Her guidance brought us hope.
This prophet, Mangus, what does she want?
The prophet made this proclamation. The Borison have been divided for too long, and only your return can unite all the packs, restoring us to our former glory. That's when we learned that you were still alive. It must have been a manifestation of the Master of Immortality! And the prophet told us that the Foxian general of the Yaoqing would take you to her ship during the laofu's war dance, and that it would be our best chance to infiltrate and free you from your prison. And just as she said, we did it!
Oh, sorry. Okay. Refuting by pointing out that the plan has not succeeded. Sow discord by pointing out Manga's ulterior motives. Discord.
That so-called prophet lied to all of you. She just sent you here to die.
But her prophecy has come true. Our warhead is right here, with us!
Once the news about the prison break spreads, the Cloud Knights will close all the ports. You may think you've escaped the prison, but you're just trapped in another cage, known as the laofu.
Let me kill this unruly, lowly beast, Lord Hule! I assure you that our star skiffs will soon arrive. Right now, everyone in the laofu is distracted by the stupid war dance. So this will be the perfect chance to escape. Once you've returned to your territory, your revenge against the Xianzhou ships will be within reach.
Perfect chance to return to my weak and shattered pack at the mercy of a ridiculous false prophet.
He took the bait.
And become a mere puppet in her clutches. Her plan is full of flaws. The only paths she has prepared for you are escape and death. Listen up. A wolf never allows itself to become prey. From now on, you'll follow my orders. Since you are so confident that the Cloud Knights will close the ports, Jiaoqiu, I'm now giving you a chance to go and see it for yourself. Go to the ports, come back, and tell me what you saw.
Well, he's putting a lot of faith into us to not run away.
What did you just say?
But my lord!
Would an alpha wolf ever listen to a cub, Moktok?
No, I've never heard anything like that. I wasn't trying to defy your will. I will always unquestioningly follow your orders.
Why don't you send your people?
I'm offering you a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Don't you want to run away, Jiaoqiu? You will come back. Because Foxians like you always obediently return to their masters, no matter how far they run away.
Jeez. This guy's the real deal, huh? Old-fashioned and oppressive.
Water! Oh, I need some water! What the heck was I thinking? If I knew it'd end like this, I would have stayed in the shackling prison. Better to live in shackles than die free.
Examine.
Let me take a look. I can help you out.
Are you a healer? Please, bandage me up. I don't want to die.
Although Hule and his followers can currently hide in the city, won't be long before they're found. What was he planning when he let me go?
Something is sus. Moktok.
I don't fully understand Lord Hule's intentions, but don't think you can simply run away. Understood.
You know why I'm letting you go. Because Foxians like you
Okay, I heard
always
that.
head to
I don't
the
need to hear it
port to
again.
report back to me.
This guy's an asshole. Search for help. Okay. Oh.
I can't believe he actually let me go. What game is he playing? Perhaps I can try to warn the Cloud Knights. No. Perhaps I can just escape.
Look around. A Foxian with a cold expression gazes at Jiaoqiu. Every clever little thought you bear might lead to severe consequence you will come to regret.
Just as I suspected. He's testing me. The Cloud Knights must have been aware of the situation inside the shackling prison for some time. Will General Fei Xiao personally lead a squad to capture Hule? For now, I'll do as he asked.
Who's watching me? This guy?
Why are you wasting time here?
You are Borison.
That's right.
You look exactly like a Foxian.
So that's how you managed to infiltrate the Xianzhou ship. If I hadn't been so familiar with the scent of Borison, I wouldn't have been able to tell.
Never heard of such miraculous medicine,
Medicine? I heard there was a mutiny within the Alchemy Commission during the Ambrosial Arbor crisis. These infiltrators must have connections within the Xianzhou laofu.
Lord Hule ordered you to go to the port and take a look, you lovely beast.
What the heck?
Why are you still lingering here?
This is so cruel. I don't like how the... Should I go this way? Starskiff pilot is just an ordinary but hardworking individual. Understand, if you thoughtlessly ask him for aid, you will reap severe repercussions regardless if the outcome is a success or failure.
Would you like to board my star skiff? Well, my little star skiff can't accommodate that many. But I have a larger one that will arrive in less than 15 minutes if you need it. So, where would you like to go? We need to hurry wherever we're going. The war dance is about to start, and the Skyfaring Commission is prioritizing star skiffs heading to the Sky Splitter.
Okay. Ooh. I wanna know what happens. So tempting. I wanna know. I wanna know. I'm gonna do it. There's no way he dies or something.
Keep what quiet? Come on, spill it if you have something to say.
Deliver a message.
The Realm Keeping Commission? It's right up ahead. Look, I've got a business to run,
Brother.
so why don't you go there yourself?
Come on, man. I feel like nobody's gonna help me.
I'm sorry, but the Realm Keeping Commission Chancery is currently closed. All the officers and officials have been reassigned to assist in the war dance.
Someone's staring at me. I need your
If
help.
I can help you.
Borison hiding nearby.
Borison? Here? Are you serious?
These Borison are disguised as Foxians. Please warn the Cloud Knights immediately.
Will you please wait here for a while? I'll find a soldier.
Oh, you won't find anyone, will they? I'm going all red. I'm gonna go the other way first. How's there so many around? So many Borison around.
Hey there. I noticed you'd been looking at me for quite a while. Do you need my help?
Borison.
Could you please provide more details?
Borison.
What? Are you sure about that? Wait. I recognize you. You're the lost Yaoqing messenger. How are you here?
I was brought here by the Borison. Please make sure to report this news.
Oh, nobody will
All right.
believe him.
I'll call for reinforcements.
I don't know what's gonna happen. We'll see. Suspicious.
Stop asking. I'm off duty now. Go bother someone else.
You sniff a familiar scent. He's a Borison.
You're not one of us, but I smell a familiar scent on you.
The Warhead sent me here to check on the situation.
Have the Cloud Knights closed the ports?
No, not at all. Instead, the Skyfaring Commission is clearing routes to prioritize star skiffs heading to the Sky Splitter.
Oh.
This will make our ships more noticeable when we try to escape.
The ports haven't been closed? What is going on?
Uh-oh.
Stalling won't help. It's time to confront Hule.
Wait, why would you not stall?
See what Trixie's up to.
People are calling for help. Why would you not stall? What are you doing? Why are you returning? It makes no sense. There's no... Oh god, stop! Stop! Don't go!
You're back, Jiao.
Wait, they're
Come
all
and take a good look.
here.
Who are these people?
This Cloud Knight says there's official business that requires my cooperation.
They're all in on her.
What are you trying to do, Moktuk? They have nothing to do with this.
Nothing to do?
Oh.
I told you to go to the port and check out the situation.
They're not in on
But
it.
I never gave you permission to talk with others. Remember, these people died because of you.
No! Sickening crack of bones echoed through the small courtyard. There was no scream, not even the sound of a struggle. No! I didn't think anything would happen, actually.
That you hold everyone's lives in your hands. Right, Hule?
Oh, exactly
What?
as you said. So, have the Cloud Knights closed the ports?
No.
They don't want to publicize my escape. I understand. It's no surprise, for fear is more deadly than claws and fangs. Especially during a festive time like the war dance. What lurks here is not a group of fugitives, but rather a pack of wolves amidst the flock. My cubs are hungry, ready to feast on flesh and blood, reveling in your fear. Your calm facade will soon crumble. I can tear through it and expose your pathetic bones any time. There's no escape from me, Jiao. Of course, you can try your luck and believe that your wits will save you. But remember, you're not the only hostage in this city. If you try anything funny, innocent people will die because of you.
Oh man.
Now, let's talk about the Foxian general you serve. Moktuk says she's here for me, which means she'll be hunting me herself. Before the hunt begins, I need to know my opponent. You can refuse and play tough, or you can cooperate and save us both some time, healer.
Show weakness, making him believe you surrendered. That sounds safe. tall man stretches out a finger and touches your shoulder blade. As if a dagger cut away a piece of your flesh and the pain pierces down to your bone.
Good. At least you didn't try to draw attention with a scream. That way no one will die in vain.
Fine. I'll tell you what you want to know about her. But I expect something in return.
What makes you think you're still in a position to negotiate with me?
You can torture me until I talk. Or let's save us both some time. Warhead. Here's the question that's been bothering me. How have you managed to survive and endure centuries of torture? Borison aren't supposed to live that long. Or possess such regenerative abilities.
So, is that why the Shenjiao Yaoqing wanted to take me away? Oh, to some, I'm a hostage. But to others, I hold the secrets they desire. I still remember. In the early years of my captivity, the Foxians came and went. They extracted my blood and marrow, trying to unravel the mystery of moon rage. They wanted to conquer their fear of the Borison and free themselves from their bloodline. Unfortunately, they failed to uncover the secret. So, they resorted to the most brutal punishments they could imagine. Some seek power to destroy their enemies, while others seek power to become their enemies. Which one are you, Jiao Zhou? Ah, I see. You're the most pitiful of them all, healer of the Yaoqing. You seek power to share it with others and do good. Well, then let me tell you the answer you seek. In our ancient legends, Duran, the ancestor of the Borison, was dissatisfied with his limited lifespan and power. He yearned to dominate the skies and become the master of all the stars. To achieve his goal, he sacrificed the lives of countless Borison and Foxians, pouring them into the spring bestowed by the Master of Immortality. Through a form of genetic sorcery, the water gave birth to a miracle. The lunar embryo. Duran ascended the birthing bed and obtained what he desired. A heart in the shape of a deep red full moon. He cut open his chest and replaced his original heart with this crimson moon.
Just another Borison myth.
Laugh all you want, but only I know the truth behind every word. This moon heart beats within the body of every generation of the Borison warhead. In the ritual that decides the new warhead, the successor cuts open the previous warhead's chest and consumes the divine heart, thus possessing it as their own.
So they should have gone for the heart.
Devouring is the true essence of life, allowing us to endure and thrive. It gathers the life essence of all the prey we consume, making us stronger and stronger. I thought all hope was lost after 7 centuries of torment. But now, this heart is beating once again. All right. Now it's your turn to tell me everything about the Merlin's Claw.
Jiao Chou, I found you.
Hey. Mozzarella. 2 dual hours before the war dance convenes.
I know I'm in no position to question your orders, but if I understand correctly, you already have intelligence about the Borison?
That's right. My people are busy collecting clues now. What's the situation, Moza?
General, before we completely lost contact with Jiao Chou, I picked up a signal from his Jade Abacus. It won't take long before we locate their whereabouts.
If that's the case, shouldn't we immediately go there and join forces to eliminate the Borison? Why are we returning to Stargazer Navalia?
Looks like your general has only taught you swordplay, not the art of the hunt. There's an old saying among the Borison. In the forest, the hunter may easily become the hunted. While we may call ourselves the hunters now, chasing them blindly will only make us become the prey.
How can Hule possibly hunt us down?
Are you joking, General? He's just a wolf who's been imprisoned for 7 centuries. Even with his accomplices, they're no match for us numerous laofu Cloud Knights. How could he consider us his prey?
Do not underestimate the enemy.
Right.
Hule is not an ordinary Borison that can be easily killed. The advantage in numbers means nothing when we face that monster. A vicious beast who hasn't tasted blood and flesh in 7 centuries is now lurking on the streets of the laofu right before the war dance. This is what makes the situation treacherous and unpredictable.
To him, the lives of ordinary people are just meat, ready to be devoured at any moment.
Exactly. That is why we must succeed in our first strike, or the situation will spiral out of control. You've heard of this military tactic, right? When you surround your enemy, leave one side open for them to escape. A skilled hunter must be well prepared, waiting for the prey at the most advantageous position.
Right. Where do they want to go?
What would we do if we were the escapees from the shackling prison? While we can disguise ourselves and blend in with the crowd, we don't plan on staying here for long. In this case, what do we need most now?
A star skiff to get us out of the laofu. The Borison we discovered at Stargazer Navalia were actually preparing a vessel for their escape.
We predict their next move, and we take them down. Let's start from where you found those Borison and corner our prey.
And then Mozza will tell us where they are, I hope. Mozza.
Let's save some time.
This is where we ran into the Borison last time. It looks the same as usual.
Because I blocked all the relevant news to make it seem as if nothing had happened.
Right. Won't they notice something?
Losing contact with their accomplices preparing the star skiff will surely put them on guard. However, the more well-prepared a plan is, the longer it takes to adjust when it's disrupted. If any Borison wants to stick to the original plan despite the risks, they'll surely come back to Stargazer Navalia to check the situation.
Are you suggesting that there are Borison here at Stargazer Navalia right now?
This is an automated area. So don't you think that there are a bit too many people here today? First, look at those 2 Skyfaring Commission staff members. They've been observing us in secret since we arrived
Borison.
here. Then there's a Cloud Knight soldier over there. Perhaps easier for patrol, but each patrol team must consist of 2 members.
Borison.
And obviously, he is not following the rules. Lastly, there's that craftsman wearing Artisanship Commission clothing. He's unusually focused on checking that device.
Borison.
If you have a target in mind, let's go investigate.
So, this one.
Lieutenant Yanxing.
Oh, it's not him.
And General
He's
Feixiao.
He's just
You're aware of the
incompetent.
Borison prison break, right?
Yeah, I've received the news, and I'll be on the alert. Looks like you've been keeping an eye on the Sky Splitter. Have you noticed anything unusual? No, everything is normal on the ship. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Question his location.
This is not a location for a Cloud Knight on guard duty, is it?
Well, this spot offers a great view. Are you here to keep an eye on the Sky Splitter?
Yes.
Ask about the Sky
You've
Splitter.
been observing the Sky Splitter for a while. Have you noticed anything?
Honestly, just watching the ship from here isn't too thrilling. I wish I could go on board and witness Lieutenant Yanxing's contests. Speaking of which, Lieutenant Yanxing, aren't you supposed to be on the Sky Splitter? Is it alright for you to be here instead?
Thank you for your concern, but I have more pressing matters to attend to.
Okay, I think he's fine. It's probably these guys then. Where are they?
Who are you? Don't you know that Stargazer Navalia is on lockdown now?
I think it's them.
Hey, chill out. They're just a few lost tourists.
But Stargazer Navalia is the shipbuilding port of the Cienjo Laofu.
And they're not supposed to
If the
know.
Skyfaring Commission called for a lockdown, there should be official documents proving it, right?
Official documents? Of course there are. The Cloud Knights are aware that some people have infiltrated this port.
That makes perfect sense. So you're now investigating the Borison?
Yeah, we've received orders from the higher-ups, so we've blocked off this area to prevent any interference with our inspection. Thank you for your understanding.
Isn't that sus? Wait, that's it? Is that him?
Hey, you there! Please refrain from wandering around Stargazer Navalia if you're not...
It's not
Oh,
any
it's you,
of them?
Lieutenant Yanxing.
No, I think it's those 2 guys.
No, not at all. Actually, I'm here to address a peculiar issue.
A peculiar issue.
Yeah, we've had some unscheduled star skiffs being constructed at this dock in Stargazer Navalia. Could there have been an error in the production planning for the assembly line? This is just weird. I thought all the pending star skiffs from before the war dance had been scheduled already. I'm sorry, but I need to focus on my work right now. If you have any questions, we can discuss them later.
So, it seems that some Borison have returned to Stargazer Navalia in disguise. The answer seems quite obvious.
The mild-mannered dudes. Staff members.
That's my suspicion as well.
Remember when I mentioned that the Cloud Knights blocked all relevant news to make it
Yeah,
seem
exactly.
as if nothing happened? Stargazer Navalia is not under lockdown.
But on the contrary, those staff members use Stargazer Navalia is on lockdown as an excuse to persuade us to leave. This contradicts the Cloud Knights' plans.
Also,
Their flimsy disguise has been exposed. Even if they try to hide, there's no way they can escape us.
also they didn't recognize General Feixiao, and the other 2 did. Hey.
Why are you still here? As I said, Stargazer Navalia is on lockdown now.
No, I never issued such an order.
Who are you?
Perhaps you haven't met me on the battlefield, but I am certain you've heard my name. Now, I'm asking you a question, so answer me. Tell me. How
Wait.
many more of your comrades are here? Where were you planning to meet Hule?
This woman, She's the general of the Yaoqing. What are you still waiting for? Attack her!
What? After finding out who I am?
Star's Echo!
It's on me.
The fearless knows not fear.
Go Nappy!
Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Better cut our losses.
Run! Tell Lord Moktok about this!
Oh, he's actually running. Deja won't let that happen, right?
Why don't you kill me?
Because I need answers.
You were our war slave, so you should know us descendants of Duran. You want me to talk? Fine. Try whatever you want, but I assure you, you won't get anything from me. Only fangs and blood.
Only fangs.
If I were to do that, I wouldn't be any different from you. I am the arrow that pierces the wolf's heart. I grant you a swift death.
That's exactly what I desire. Wolves that leave the pack are prepared for the fate of never returning home. But sadly, you didn't catch my partner. He will alert them.
Before you close your eyes, you should know that I allowed him to escape. Because he will lead the Cloud Knights to Hule's hideout.
Got him.
Is this how you leave one side open? You let that Borison escape so you could track him?
This is the most common hunting tactic used by Borison. I know the methods of these abominations all too well. They always leave an escape route for their prey, allowing them to flee in fear. Then they chase them like it's a game. Borison get great satisfaction from the last struggles of their victims.
Have you witnessed these things firsthand? That guy called you a war slave. What exactly have you experienced?
Well, just a hazy past that I can barely recollect. Long ago, I was one of them.
As a slave mercenary? You're a Borison?
The word Borison was only used to refer to those wolf masters. I'm a Foxian who was born in one of the fallen territories. In their eyes, we're mere consumables. Cannon fodder used to slow down Xianzhou attacks on the battlefield.
But you survived. And not only that, you became the general of the Yaoqing. If I get the chance, I'd love to hear stories of your past, General.
Yeah.
Speaking of stories,
Sounds
you've
interesting.
reminded me that now is not the time for them. Wadza, we've sent the warning from Stargazer Navalia. What's the situation on your end?
I've found them. Zhao Cho is trying to stall Hule, and he signaled me to not reveal myself.
Trust his judgment and keep watching. We'll be right there.
I believe the warning we sent will stop Hule from attacking Stargazer Navalia. What will he do next?
The hunt is not over yet. Stay safe, Zhao Cho.
Zhao Cho. One dual hour before the war ends.
Please, save me. I want to live.
Doctor!
Xiao Xiao, find a medical ingenium and give that kid a shot! Hurry!
I see. How is the front line?
The Borison beast ships have already landed on the Fenghu. It won't be long before this place is overrun as well.
What about General Yueyu? Any news from her? I'm her healer. I should stay by her side at a time like this.
You.
She asked me to tell you that she's not coming back.
Oh.
She must protect the Cloud Pier telescope. General asks you to save that kid. The girl fought desperately just to bring us all back here alive. I've never seen such a brutal fighting style. Her body, it's like she was split open. Just like...
Oh, her blood pressure is dropping. Do you hear me, Xiao Xiao?
Loud and clear. Get me some tumble dust. We've got to start the operation right now. I will bring her back.
Is that why you're so determined to learn my secrets? Do you hear me, Jiao Chou?
I do. Loud and clear.
So she saved you all in that great battle on the Xiangzhou Fenghu 3 decades ago. But to your surprise, you discovered her Borison bloodline while she was at death's door. Moktok told me that she was a war slave who escaped from the Eclipse Pack. Oh, what a twist of fate. Turns out, she's from the same clan as I am.
What the heck?
Now I understand. No wonder she displayed such astounding power, determination, and cruelty in battle. Turns out it's all because of her Borison bloodline. Mutt. Despicable mutt.
Even his own bloodline is a nut.
And she used the gift of her bloodline to destroy the Borison. Moon Rage, a blessing for wolves, and a curse for foxes. For Borison, to have their bodies torn apart by Moon Rage and transform into a beast, is the ultimate joy. But for you Foxians with poor regenerative abilities, it means certain death. With the burning fury in her heart, that Foxian general will eventually lose her sanity and indulge in endless bloodshed. The scars on her body will not be caused by enemy weapons, but by the immense power she can't withstand. One day, she will be torn apart and die as a monster. And in return for saving her life, you intend to give everything to solve this impossible puzzle.
Hule. Do you know the saddest thing about being a healer? All this time, I've devoted my life to bringing back those who sacrificed their lives to monsters like you. I exhausted myself, and my hands trembled. But I believed everything I did was meaningful. But once again, they rushed into battle. And then I heard of their deaths.
Damn.
They died under your claws, in your jaws, amidst the flames of crashing star skiffs, and under the Lux arrow of Rainbow. Like a useless idiot, I saved a fish named Life out of the cauldron called Death, only to watch it struggle and dive back into the boiling broth.
That's rough.
So I asked myself, Why were they so eager to run toward their death after they had recovered from their wounds? Why wouldn't they value their hard-won life? All the doubts left me feeling lost.
I can smell your desperation. All the way down to your bone marrow.
Eventually, I realized that their deaths held value. They placed the weight of their sacrifice on the living, granting us strength. With a coin forged by their deaths, they exchanged something more in return. Everything I'm doing now, following you so closely, is just for one reason. Witnessing your death with my own 2 eyes. Even your death has value. It will pave the way for a peaceful war dance. And a fully cured Fei Shao.
You think she devours
The
Hulei's
thoughts
heart?
in your pathetic head are hardly surprising.
Did you already know this?
Yes, I did. As Borisin, we understand the value of death more than anyone. And as a healer who has witnessed so much death, you won't be swayed by fear. What a shame, what a shame. Your story actually sparked a trace of respect for you in my heart.
Can you even feel respect with your corrupted heart?
Of course. Because I caught a whiff of my own kind in you. Unfortunately, in the end, you're still just a weak fox. As the wolf's creed goes, gift the wolf a dead end where new paths arise. Raise him to a doomed fate where satiation lies. The cowards in forgotten corners meet their unworthy demise. Yet the valorous in brutal battles embrace their eternal prize. That's why I'm keeping you alive for now. I want to show you how Borisin truly respect their enemies. We will consume your flesh and blood, nourishing our own. We will crush your hopes and dreams, clearing a path for our hunt. Your feeble souls will witness a new future. A future that belongs to me.
My lord, we received a message. Our arrangement at Stargazer Navalia has been discovered. We must act quickly.
That doesn't surprise me at all. Moktok, what's that noise?
It's the Sky Splitter. The ship that the Wardens will be held on is about to set off. The Skyfaring Commission will clear the air routes. And if our star skiffs try to escape, we'll be spotted.
Calm down, Moktok. Look at you now, hiding and fearful. Where is your Borisin dignity?
As I said, I'd sacrifice my dignity for your return. As long as you can come back to the Borisin Pax, there's still hope.
Hope? The Borisin have forgotten the wolf's creed. Weak creatures put their hope in the strong, but the strong fight their way out. Bringing me back instead of choosing a new master only proves the decline of our pack. And as for the prophet who manipulated you into saving me, she's just a liar trying to use Duran's offspring. Moktok, let me tell you how the Borisin will rise to power. We won't hide like rats in the streets of the Xiangzhou. We will be ravenous wolves, walking amongst a herd of lambs, with our fangs bared.
But, Great Warhead, our packs are not here. We can't go to war like this.
Our packs are not here. Wherever I go, everyone is the pack.
Stay away. Just don't come any closer. No!
What the? He's a zombie fire.
Moktok, we're the apex predators at the top of the hierarchy. As wolves, we create fear. We don't become servants to it. If you're blind to the path, I will be the crimson moon that lights the way for you. Share my crimson blood with our brethren. Use it to infect those Foxians and strike fear into their hearts. Now, you devious monkey, come out and face me.
Oh, he knows.
Xiao. Milsa. Run.
No, he can't run, and neither can you. You've come at the right time, monkey of the Yaoqing. Tell your general. Tell her that I will unleash a massacre here, drowning the Xianzhou laofu in blood. From this moment on, wolves bearing my blood will hunt on every street, feasting on the followers of that devilish archer. Follow me, my cubs. We shall stride among the prey.
Give the wolf a dead end when new paths arise. Raise him to a doomed fate where satiation lies. The cowards in forgotten corners meet their unworthy demise. Yet the valorous in brutal battles embrace their eternal prize.
Do you hear that? The rumble of the cannons. It brings back all the memories of past battles within me. My return will bring back the Wolf's Creed. In my own way, I shall save our weakened pack and restore it to its former glory!
The Sky Splitter's gun salute is really loud. So this is what the war dance is actually like? I feel like my eardrums are going to burst. Well, how could they expect to attract people to come and watch if they didn't make a huge spectacle? March, you haven't forgotten what you came to do, have you?
The Ringmaster.
As a representative of the Xianzhou laofu, I will defeat all challengers. That's the spirit. Sounds like you're all fired up. If you could just keep your legs from shaking so much, it would be more convincing, March. As the saying goes, the disciple takes the toil of their master. Remember, you are here under the identity of a laofu swordmaster, taking the place of your no-good master Yenqing as the ringmaster. But what am I supposed to do if my opponent for this round is super talented and just wipes the floor with me in seconds? I'm still a beginner in swordplay. I don't know where I got the confidence when I agreed to help General Huaiyan. Come on, there's no need to worry about that. If you're defeated, then your opponent shall have to answer to me. Although, if that happens, the honor and the glory of the Xianzhou Laofu shall all be taken by the Juming.
Master Yun Li, please, I'm about to compete. Can you say something that will give me a little confidence?
March, think about the great storms that you, nameless of the Express, have weathered along your many journeys. There's no doubt that you have faced far more terrifying enemies than your opponents here today, right? Don't you feel a lot more relaxed looking at it that way?
What are they yapping about? I kind of zoned out. Let's get going.
I've trained hard in the art of swordplay over these few days. It's time for me to get in the ring and prove myself. Let's go! Master Yun Li, I don't think I'm completely ready.
March, there is no such thing as completely ready.
Peach blossoms and divine sword descend.
Miss Yun Li, Miss March, this way, please.
Let's go.
I was informed of your arrival by Madame Yukong and came to greet you personally. The news that you will be the ringmaster in place of Lieutenant Yan Qing has been made public, Miss March. Just now, as I passed the contestants' hall, I overheard them all discussing this news. The most common question I heard was, who is March 7th? If they ask you this, how will you introduce yourself? Do you have something prepared?
Losers have no right. Astral Express.
March 7th, a young beauty from the Astral Express.
All right, when people ask you, you might as well tell them this loud and clear.
I see you are both quite relaxed. Impressive, given the imminent danger you face. Miss Yun Li's contestant information was registered for the war dance a long time ago. However, as a last-minute entry, the Skyfaring Commission has taken care of the necessary procedures for you, Miss March 7th. Please, follow this path. The contestant hall is just up ahead.
Thank you, Miss Shikwe.
Come, let's take a look around the contestant hall.
Want to be a mech pilot? Join.
Let's go.
So, this is the contestant hall.
Wow, there are so many people!
March, before the war dance begins, allow me to give you one more lesson. My grandfather always told me that a weapon mimics its master. That means that a person's weapon will reflect their habits and personality. You've seen me wield old metal before, haven't you? Tell me, what did you observe from that?
Very strong.
Master Yun Li's old metal is taller than a person. Being able to wield a weapon like that must mean that you have ridiculous strength, right?
Observing the weapon that your opponent uses, assessing what kind of battle skills they excel at, and where their weaknesses lie, is the key to victory in battle. A shockingly heavy sword like mine, for example, is obviously not suited for a long, drawn-out battle. So, it would be best to find a way to drag the battle out.
Why would you tell me your weakness?
That's the only way to ensure that we have a fair fight, don't you think? I don't want to see you go and lose to someone else, after all. Now is a perfect opportunity to learn how to evaluate your opponents. Let's use the people here in the contestants' hall to practice. If you know yourself and know your enemy, you will not lose in 100 battles.
Know myself and know the enemy. Let's see.
Who should I ask first?
Wanna be a mech pilot? Join the IPC. Grab some
Prod around.
Ugh. I am not used to wearing clothes like this at all. Oh, you're March 7th. The stand-in for Lieutenant Yunqing, correct?
That's right. And you are?
As you can see, I am the journalist entrusted with interviewing contestants on site.
I see the Skyfaring Commission has really gone all out as the host. Interesting.
That's right. A big event like this just can't go ahead without a few of us running around. Since the competition is getting started, could I ask you some questions that are on my mind?
Of course.
Oh, great. First, the question that is on everyone's minds. Lieutenant Yunqing is not appearing in today's war dance. This is just gossip from unreliable sources, but I hear that Lieutenant Yunqing is seriously injured. Is this true?
It was just gossip.
My apologies. This was very unprofessional of me. I see that Lieutenant Yunqing has his own affairs to tend to. Then, let us look forward to seeing a valiant performance from you, Miss March. Once the war dance begins, you will be challenged by master swordsmen from many different worlds, Miss March 7th. Are there any that you're looking forward to facing in particular?
No.
March 7th, you are quite I mean, extremely self-assured. Thank you very much for accepting my interview. Much appreciated.
I came here because I wanted to meet the great Lieutenant Yunqing I've heard so much about, and finally cross blades with him myself. Who would have imagined that he would take a disciple and have her be the ringmaster in his place? This is no more than running away from a fight, and is a great dishonor to the Yao Qing. This last-minute replacement, March 7th. Who exactly is she?
Carefully observe their weapon.
If I'd known I could use multiple weapons at once, I'd have brought my bow.
You mean she can't just
Hello,
spawn her
miss.
bow?
Are you here to take part in the Ringmaster's Challenge too?
That's right. I'm the March 7th that everyone's been talking about.
What? You're March 7th?
Don't worry. I'm a newbie swordmaster who's only been practicing the art of swordplay for half a month.
March 7th. Standing before you is a seasoned Cloud Knight who has practiced swordsmanship for over 200 years.
Tricking the opponent into underestimating me is a valid tactic too, right?
Cloud Knight?
Was there something you wanted to ask me?
Observe. Do you have any weaknesses?
If I had to think of a weakness, well, whenever I open my mouth, I make things awkward. Does that count as a weakness? Oh, I understand what's going on, Miss March 7th and Miss Yun Li. I'm actually not a contestant. I'm just here as a security guard. Nothing out of the ordinary. I guess you could say it's all fair winds and calm wolves. Another awkward pause. I knew it. Did you get it? Wolves sounds like waves. It's a funny pun.
He's actually explaining his joke.
Making things awkward really is my weakness.
There are still many guests arriving here. Please be cautious.
Understood.
The first round of the war dance is about to begin. Are you feeling okay, March?
Me? I'm fine. As soon as I saw these people gathered here, I suddenly felt weirdly relaxed.
These contestants all seem reliable.
Looking at these contestants, I suddenly feel a lot calmer for some reason. I understand why you wanted me to know myself and know my enemy. I don't feel as nervous as I did before.
So, do you want to go out and see the ring?
Let's see what the ring looks
I
like.
knew it!
Whoa. Hello.
If we walk through here, we'll be able to see the war dance's official venue.
Wow, so this is what it's like from the spectator seats?
Look over there. That's the ring we'll be standing on.
Master Yun Li? I'm getting nervous again. Can I really do this?
Well, it's too late for nerves now. It's almost time.
Almost time for what? As soon as I think about the mission General Huayan gave me, my heart starts racing like crazy.
What the hell?
What do I do, Master Yun Li?
It's when it stops beating that we need to worry. Just take in the atmosphere and prepare yourself. I have to leave for a moment and do some inspections around the ship. This was also part of Grandpa's orders.
I wonder how Master Yanqing is doing over there.
Hey, focus.
General, report! The teams are in position, and the Skyfaring Commission has taken control of the Starskiff lanes.
Activate all side cranes and have them scan everyone coming in and out of the port. Remain vigilant at all times. Any suspicious movements must be suppressed as quickly as possible before the situation gets out of hand.
Yes, General!
You two, follow me. What's signal's nearby, but we lost contact just a moment ago.
Could that mean...
He will be fine. Cloud Knights, search for the target.
Mozza. Back to the real story.
All of you, get out of my way.
Wait. Don't go any closer.
General, I failed you. That mad dog left me here as...
A declaration of war.
That's right. I've been holding back the urge to slit his throat all this time. Well, Lord Hule ordered us to remain here, just to see. If you, the great Merlin's Claw, mortal enemy of the Borisin, are able to join him in a little hunting game.
Hunting is not a game. It is a battle of life and death. Are you ready for your death, abomination?
Let's go.
Die, you low bitch! Die!
Bust. Save your breath. Maybe take it off.
Watch your head.
Harmony and unison.
The fearless knows not fear.
Think you what? A road of no return for all of you.
Wowza, are you okay?
I wasn't able to save Jiao Chou. Hule was more cunning and powerful than I imagined.
Tell me, how is he planning to declare this war against me? With a one-on-one duel? Or with a hostage exchange, maybe?
Hule is planning on attacking the bustling streets of the Xianzhou laofu.
What did you just say?
Impossible. Even if there are still undercover Borisin that we haven't sniffed out, Hule can't have more than a few dozen people. How is he planning on simultaneously attacking the streets of the Xianzhou laofu?
He has an ace up his sleeve. Hule's body holds a plague mark passed down through generations of Borisin. I've seen him convert a Foxian to a Borisin wolf trooper with my own eyes. This is Hule's declaration of war. His blood. It can cause Foxians to rapidly transform and lose their minds. He has passed his blood to his minions, and is planning to spread it across the laofu and stir up panic.
Evacuate.
Contact the Skyfaring Commission and the Cloud Knights right away. Have them enforce a traffic ban and order all Foxians to remain indoors until further notice.
The moment you see your enemy's declaration of war, it means that they have already begun to take action.
But if Hule succeeds in getting this panic to spread...
Do you remember what I told you before? Hunting is about thinking the same way as your prey, not just mindlessly chasing after them. What Hule wants is to see everyone on the laofu descend into panic. He wants to see us lose our minds and waste our limited manpower scouring every inch of the laofu for signs of an attack until we exhaust ourselves. It's like that party game that the people of the Yaoqing love to play. They hide an object under one of several bowls, then move the bowls around and have you guess which one the object is underneath. The way I see it, this is all nothing more than misdirection. No matter what Hule does, there is one truth that cannot be changed. He is trapped aboard the Xianzhou laofu. The only way for him to escape is to find a ship.
Sky Splitter?
Right now, the only ship he'd be able to see is the Sky Splitter.
In his eyes, that ship is full of countless hostages. That would be the best place for him to go. So, that will also be our final battlefield.
But if we're wrong about this, if he goes somewhere else, or if he does as he said he would, and his minions infect the Foxians everywhere with wolf blood, what do we do then? Are we just supposed to abandon those less likely locations?
This is another lesson that you must learn outside of swordplay. Weighing your options and making a decision. There are always questions that we will ask ourselves, but never be able to answer. Before making a decision, we must destroy any hesitation that we are holding on to. Once we make a decision, we must fight off any regrets. There is a chance that we will make the wrong decision and allow our allies to be sacrificed in vain. There is a chance that we will predict our enemy's movements correctly, yet underestimate their strength and be overwhelmed in battle. But being lost in hesitation and failing to take any action will always be more harmful than taking the wrong path. We must make a decision, no matter what. Everyone, listen up. I will personally take charge of Starskiff Haven, evacuate the people, and prepare for any possible attacks. I will do my best to ensure that things are safe on the ground. Nameless, please lend us your strength as you did when the Ambrosial Arbor was reborn. I need you and Wildza to go in search of Jiao Cho.
Leave it to me.
General, please entrust me with the safety of the Sky Splitter. I was originally meant to participate in the tournament, so now it is only right that I return to the Sky Splitter.
If Hule does come to attack the Sky Splitter, Lieutenant Yanqing, I need you to hold him there until I am able to arrive.
Please rest assured, General. If he dares step foot on the Sky Splitter, I, Yanqing, swear on the blade in my hands that he shall not escape.
Cloud Knights! The Borson have arrogantly decided to challenge us on Xianzhou territory. They vow that they will unleash a bloodbath along the streets of the Xianzhou. The unarmed civilians of the Xianzhou and countless visitors from afar are under our protection. Let me ask you, as Cloud Knights, will we allow the Borson to succeed with their plan?
No. Never.
Be on your guard. Calling Starskiff Haven. Have all Cloud Knights be on full alert for Borson attacks.
Fei Shao, the ports of Starskiff Haven are crawling with wolf-like creatures. They're moving fast.
Oh.
Hold them back! I will be there immediately!
Sprint. Oh. Badass. After she uses the technique, she grants herself a move speed boost and will pull enemies along. Oh yeah, I know that.
There you are, Fei Shao.
Let's go.
Madam Yukong! After 30 years, we find ourselves fighting side by side once more. It's been a while since I've let loose. Let's get this started.
Remember, you are still on the laofu. Try not to go too wild.
Let's see.
Okay.
All together!
Holy. That was tough. Almost broke a sweat.
A short respite, then time for the next fight.
I went the wrong way. Well, no, I did not.
We have cleared out the enemies in Starskiff Haven.
But it seems that there are fierce battles being waged at both the Exalting Sanctum and Arum Alley. I will prepare a Starskiff.
We cannot allow the fighting to continue. This is now a race against time to stop this farce that Hule has created. I know Jiao Cho always wants me to know my limits and not get carried away, but now is the time to bring this to a swift end. Contact the Exalting Sanctum. Tell them if they see a light in the sky, all units are to retreat immediately.
Light in the sky.
Madam Yukong, lend me your bow.
Wow. That's insane from that range. Crazy.
Oh, what a mess. I just knew it would end up this way. Every time she hits the battlefield, she makes a mess like this. She didn't even leave a single survivor to get intel from. One of these men must have known about Hule and Zhao Chou's whereabouts.
What happened just now? I'm good, thank you. How are you doing?
That was one of Fei Xiao's arrows. Who knows what she used as an arrow to fire all the way over here?
Life essence? Yeah, I want to see her fire with my own eyes. Moses sizes you up with a cold, indifferent gaze. You can almost hear the unspoken words in his expression, in his face. Is it not better to cherish your life instead?
Take a good look around. If you can find one or two Borisin that aren't dead yet, let me know.
Will do.
I don't care how tight their lips are sealed. I always have a way to crack them open and get the information we need.
Damn, this guy's a cold, hard assassin. Oh? Hello?
What a terrifying attack. Who could have imagined that such astonishing strength would lie in the hands of a Foxian war slave?
Keeps talking about that, damn.
So decisive. So brutal. She is more like a descendant of Duran than we who have fallen to our current state. No wonder the warhead has his eyes on her.
Yeah, I like the performance of Motsa.
I remember you, Mock Talk. You are harder to kill than a cockroach. But the fact that you have willingly shown yourself saves us some time. It is not too late for you to surrender. Tell me, where are Hule and Zhao Chou?
Save your energy, Yao Qing monkey. If there is one principle that we beasts know well, it is that we might have to break off an arm to break free from a cage. Today, I will be that arm.
Man.
I lived as a hunter for many years. Yet I have only followed the warhead for this recent, brief period. However, his existence has brought light back to our once blind eyes. Like the moon of Verdantia. He has shown me the way.
I can respect Moktalk's
The
dedication.
descendants of Duran have abandoned the Wolf's Creed. In order to ensure our survival, we took solace in the shadows and fed on one another. We were no longer wolves. We were no more than rats, living a dirty and pathetic life. Thanks to the gift granted to us by Lord Hule, I have shared his vision and his blood. The descendants of Duran should live for the victory of the Pack, and they should die for it as well. Come, Yao Qing man.
You gonna fight me
Show
after?
me your fangs. We will fight to the death.
Oh, he's so dead.
How honorable. You mangy dog. But you seem to have misunderstood. There will be no fair one-on-one duel. Let's see how tough you are once we've put you down.
Oh my god. In this story, everyone's talking down to each other, calling the people like dogs and mutts.
It boils in my veins. Come on, fight me! Strength like this will set me running!
Watch your head.
Right! Investing in victory means playing the long game! Forever triumph! Check. Better cut our losses.
Borisin resurgence shall come.
And he's so loyal to his cause. Holy.
No matter how heroic your sacrifice, there is no honor in your battles or deaths, Borisin.
Borisin. Such disgust in his voice.
Moktok got what he wished for.
Hule, your declaration of war is over. From now on, no matter where you run, General Fei Shao will catch you and send you to the same fate as Moktok.
Your tongue is sharper than your claws. Don't stand in my way, child. Have your general speak with me. Our little hunting game is not over yet.
Stand down, Wanza.
Oh.
I am here, Hule. What do you wish to say?
The Merlin's Claw. Though we have never met on the battlefield, I have heard many interesting things about you from both my men and your healer. The people of the Xiangzhou must be quite brave to allow a Foxian war slave with Borisin blood to ascend to the position of general. Has no one ever questioned that lineage of yours? Or could it be that your grand achievements were enough to convince everyone to keep their lips sealed?
Claiming to have family ties with the enemy sounds to me like an attempt at asking for mercy. Hule, are you begging me for mercy?
Nice taunt.
I see that it is not only the ruthless blood of a wolf that courses through your veins, but also the cunning blood of a fox. When you think about it, this was a gift from the Borisin. Anything that we gift, we are also free to reclaim. The Merlin's Claw. I shall extend a final invitation to you. I will be waiting for you on the Sky Splitter.
Oh, final battle?
Before you arrive, I will slaughter all in sight, allowing the crimson moon that has fallen dim for over 700 years to once more come to life. I will illuminate this ship with the sheen of blood and show everyone just how weak and powerless the Xiangzhou is. Then, I will pilot this ship through every blockade and barrier you have prepared and begin my journey home. This ship shall be the flagship for the Borisin Resurgence.
Oh boy, okay.
Before I finish these tasks of mine, you have a chance to stop me or die at my hands. This is the path that I have prepared for you.
Yeah, I wanna
I accept
fight.
your challenge, Hule. Because the very moment you stepped aboard the Sky Splitter, you stepped onto your path to ruin.
Let's go. The war dance is about to commence. Oh, this is March again? Damn.
I'm entrusting you not only with the honor of the ring, but also with the security of the Sky Splitter. That's easy for my grandfather to say. But this mission doesn't seem so simple anymore. The first round of the tournament is about to begin. I wonder how Yanqing and the others are doing. According to the plan, I should seek out the Cloud Knight soldiers aboard the Sky Splitter and see if they've discovered anything.
Right.
Maybe I should take a moment to meet with March before the tournament starts. March is in the contestants' lounge right now. I wonder how her preparations are coming along.
Checkup. This is a checkup?
March, it's me, Yunli. Are you okay?
What?
Ow! Just a moment. I'm coming.
She cut herself or something?
She's still a nervous wreck. You still seem nervous.
I wasn't this nervous before. It's just being alone in this lounge, I can't stop thinking about everything.
The voices get too
Not
loud.
only are we taking part in the war dance, but we have such an important mission to carry out as well.
March, calm down.
Calm down. Don't worry about your mission. I'm here to help you.
Don't worry about your mission. You have me here too, right? I know my grandfather said that you must represent the laofu as the ringmaster. But don't let that intimidate you. Ask yourself. You are a nameless of the Astral Express. You have always been free to come and go as you please. So, why did you board the Sky Splitter with me when my grandfather gave us this mission?
Why? Because I also want the war dance to go smoothly. For us nameless, even though we're just visitors at every stop, it was here that I met my two masters and made many new friends.
Aww.
I want the war dance to go ahead without any problems. For everyone's sake.
Good answer. The tournament is about to begin, so I must go carry out the mission that Grandpa gave me. March, may your blade be sharp and your victory glorious.
Thank you, Master Yunli.
According to Grandpa's plan, I should seek out the Cloud Knight soldiers aboard this...
Is that you, Miss Yunli? If there's anything that I can help you with, please let me know.
You notice any wolves?
We haven't noticed anything out of the ordinary yet.
Very good. Although, there is one thing I want to confirm with you.
What's that? Any way of identifying?
Unfortunately, we don't have any means to distinguish between Borisin and Foxians. However, you can rest assured that the Cloud Knights are working hard to investigate the source of the forged identities.
Tell me about the Cloud Knights. Tell me about how the Cloud Knights are currently deployed.
All Cloud Knights on the Sky Splitter have their own responsibilities and wouldn't dare neglect their posts.
March 7th and I could already tell. It's clear that every Cloud Knight soldier we've met on the Sky Splitter is an elite warrior.
Your timing is perfect, Miss Yunli. We actually just received an emergency boarding request.
An emergency boarding request?
Wait a minute.
It wasn't on the Sky Splitter Starskiff registry, but all the documentation checked out.
Wait a minute.
Who would be boarding the ship at this time? Where are they? I'll go check it out.
The Starskiff is using the contestant docking bay. Would you like me to lead the way?
No need. You have your own duties to take care of. I will be fine by myself.
I don't know about that.
I have to check on this immediately.
I don't know how strong Yunli really is. Compared to stuff like Hule.
I have to check on this immediately. Routine inspection! All passengers, please prepare for an inspection. So this is the suspicious Starskiff. Where did the passengers go? I'm going to count down from 10. If you do not
Just
come
kill
out,
it.
I will destroy the ship. 10,
Oh,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Time is running out. 3, 2, 1.
Wait a second!
oh. Yanqing.
It's me! It's just a routine inspection. You weren't actually going to blow up the ship, were you? Is that also some kind of Zhuming custom?
The heck are you doing here?
Didn't little Yanqing claim he was going to give up being
The
the
twink.
ringmaster and go on the hunt instead? Help shoulder the general's burdens?
The Borisin on the ground suddenly launched an attack. General Fei Xiao was concerned that this was all a diversion by Hule, so I requested to come to the Sky Splitter and provide support.
Okay.
I can't believe you ended up back here on the Sky Splitter after running around all over the place. But you're too late to enter the tournament now. Following Grandpa's plan, our disciple March is taking your place as ringmaster. Aren't you proud of her?
When I first heard the news, I was definitely proud, but also a little concerned.
More manpower is always a good thing, since the Sky Splitter is so large. Oh, and by the way, you should know that...
What's happening?
Does it feel like the Sky Splitter has slowed down? Could it be? Come with me. We need to check the engine room. It's the heart of the ship, so we need to prioritize its safety.
Okay. Let's do that. Oh, puzzle. I'm really bad at this though. I'm really bad at this. Oh, it's just this. That's fine. D. Okay. No! Oh, crap, I messed up. Damn. Okay, okay. Oh. No, I'm so stupid. Okay, that one can stay. I'll do these two. Eventually they'll line up, right? They won't. Okay, I do the middle one, and then I do the outer two. Oh. Okay, and then go around. One, two, three, should be okay. Oh no, it's not okay. Oh, I'll come back to this. I'm so embarrassed. I wanted the story.
Is about to begin. Contestants, please make your way to the arena.
The engine room is just up ahead. Let's go.
Jesty.
Hello there.
Let's go.
Strange. Why is there no one here?
I use fart? What does that mean? Is that honkai lingo?
The Cloud Knights. They're over here.
Oh, they got wrecked.
And you should be lying alongside them. Don't worry, children. There's plenty of space to hide your bodies over here.
Even though I truly hoped that
Oh.
the war dance would go ahead uninterrupted.
Yeah, I use fart.
And that I was worrying for no reason.
Now that these guys have finally shown up, it's a huge weight off my mind. Bring it on, you abominations!
I love that thing. I have to use you right here for the story.
Right on time.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Yes, you!
Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Have you seen all the reveals with the Remembrance Sunday? That stuff's gonna be insane. I already know it.
Go Nebby!
If we found 2 wolves in the engine room, that means that even more abominations have infiltrated other areas.
There's no time to talk about this. The war dance has already started. If my guess is correct, the Borison will most likely use the ceremony to begin their slaughter.
Right.
Let's go. We need to get to the war dance ring.
You're gonna get Aventurine? Yeah, definitely. You definitely should.
Come
He's
with
so
me.
good.
To the ring.
I feel so safe when I bring Aventurine along. Those barriers, so huge. Hello. Broke his ankles.
This way. We're not too late.
Oh.
We would like to welcome all of our honored guests and contestants to the Xianzhou Laofu's Luminary War Dance Ceremony. We would like to welcome all of our honored guests
They're
and
pulling
contestants
Aglaya, Maide, Finon,
War Dance Ceremony.
Castorus.
Before we get the first round
I saw
underway, our organizing committee would like to
I saw the portraits, they all look so like they all look like I want them, you know?
He is here today as our special
They're
guest
so good at advertising. The drip marketing, what they call it.
Let us invite our special guest host, Mr. Albert, to the stage to formally open the war dance.
Oh! He came in person.
Your war dance ends here.
Oh boy.
From this moment on, the Sky Splitter belongs to me. And for you, dear spectators, I have prepared a true fight to the death. Now, run for your lives!
Do I play ZZZ? Yeah, I do. I'm excited for Miyabi.
Everyone here actually came to see you.
Oh, he fell for the bait.
Cloud Knight, prepare for battle.
Wait, they're all dead though. I guess they're just stolen.
I see you are ready for me.
Yeah, true. This is Lycheon on steroids.
That's fine too.
Like Lycone on
Since you're all
steroids.
prepared for your deaths, come, give me all you've got. Entertain me.
Hello, Julian. 3 dual hours before the war dance convenes. Wasn't that way ages ago? Was it probably...
Surround your enemy, but leave one side open. This is your strategy for ensuring that the war dance will be able to be held as usual?
Precisely. When Hule escaped, we should have cancelled the war dance immediately.
A flashback.
No one can predict where a wild beast like him will attack. Yet festivals and celebrations like this are likely to become targets.
You can't wait for the cutscenes.
However, preparations for the war dance were in the works for so long, I couldn't bear to announce its cancellation.
They were
So
good? Oh, I'm hyped.
If the show must go on, then let it go on. But that doesn't mean that the war dance we hold today has to be the real event. All we need to do is swap all the spectators and contestants aboard the ship with Cloud Knight soldiers.
Oh.
And the Sky Splitter, soaring high above, will become the ultimate battleground for
Good
our
strat.
hunt.
Good plan.
But what do we do if Hule is not planning to attack the war dance?
Then we just need to draw his attention to the Sky Splitter. We'll have the Skyfaring Commission clear all transport lanes and cut down Starskiff traffic. Then, when the time comes, there will be only one ship in the sky, and he will have no reason not to attack.
Right. They offer him
General
only one
Fei
option.
Xiao will be in charge of scaring the wolves and cutting off their other means of escape, making him think that this will be his best way out. Given that the Borisin already have insiders on the laofu, I will be in charge of putting pressure on them, making them focus solely on keeping themselves safe.
Very good. Then I'd better dust off my weary bones too. I will go with the Skyfaring Commission to guard the Jade Gate and ensure that things do not spiral out of control.
Knowing that Elder Huayan is part of our last line of defense is a great comfort. This hunt will make Hule understand that the arrows of the hunt will always be one step ahead of the abominations.
Do you plan to pull for Sunday Fugue, Big Herder? Aglaya. So far, yeah, I plan to pull for Sunday and Fugue. Because I think Sunday is like a massive remembrance support. And Fugue will let me replace the Trailblazer in the Super Break team. And make the Trailblazer go Remembrance. And Fugue can go in the Super Break team. So far it's those two. Big Herder, I want to see what she does first. I want to see what the rest of the cast does as well. Aglaya looks so good though. I'm doing good, Julian. How are you doing?
That jolt just now. What's going on? It feels like the entire ship has started to slow down. Borisin must have actually infiltrated the Sky Splitter. Based on General Huayan's orders, it's time for me to take action.
One sec, I gotta go bathroom. I'll be back in like 3 minutes. Right back.
We did it! This is what they mean by no pain, no gain.
Back.
Let me see.
Even if Sunday is good, you're not pulling for him because you don't like him? That's fair. If I had to pick, I really like Tingyeon, you know? As a character, like as a design-wise. And Hyuk looks like her outfit's really nice.
This is what they mean by no pain, no gain.
She's a nine-tailed, like she's got 9 tails this time. She's really pushing that fox girl aesthetic. Like design-wise, if I had to pick one, Sunday or Fugue, I'd probably pick Fugue. I thought her name would be pronounced Fugue or something, but then I heard the video call her Fugue. Kind of put me off guard.
You guys, you're not Cloud Knights acting as Borison, are you? You're real Borison, aren't you?
Oh?
Oh, looks like the General's arrangements are finally coming in handy. I need to find Yoon Lee and the others as soon as possible.
I will do. Never hesitate.
Whoa. Hello?
Forever triumphant. Victory is inevitable.
Oh, it's lagging.
It's on me. The fearless knows not fear.
The plan said that if Hule appears, the Cloud Knights will assemble and do everything they can to suppress him.
Let me close some Chrome tabs. That was weird.